The story of Joseph is a powerful tale of faith, betrayal, forgiveness, and redemption. It is a story that transcends time and culture, resonating deeply with people of different faiths. This timeless narrative is found in the sacred texts of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. In the Jewish Torah, it is part of the book of Genesis. Christians read about Joseph in the Old Testament. Muslims know the story from Surah Yusuf in the Quran. Each tradition finds special meaning in Joseph's experiences. The story highlights the shared roots of these three Abrahamic religions. It emphasizes the common values and moral teachings that unite them. By exploring Joseph's journey, we can gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of these faiths. This understanding can foster greater respect and harmony among people of different beliefs. To appreciate Joseph's story, we must first understand his family background. Joseph was the son of Jacob, the grandson of Isaac, and the great-grandson of Abraham. These three figures are revered as patriarchs in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Abraham is considered the father of monotheism, the belief in one God. He made a covenant with God, a sacred promise. God promised to bless Abraham's descendants and make them a great nation. Isaac, Abraham's son, inherited this covenant. He continued the tradition of worshiping the one God. Jacob, Isaac's son, had 12 sons, including Joseph. These sons became the ancestors of the 12 tribes of Israel. The story of Joseph and his brothers is central to the history of the Israelites. It explains how they came to live in Egypt, setting the stage for the Exodus and the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. Joseph was born to Jacob in his old age. He was the son of Rachel, Jacob's beloved wife. Jacob showed clear favoritism toward Joseph. He gifted him a beautiful, multicolored coat. This act of preferential treatment sparked envy among Joseph's older brothers. They resented the special attention and love that Joseph received. Joseph's brothers viewed him as a rival for their father's affection and inheritance. This sibling rivalry would have devastating consequences. The story of Joseph and his brothers reminds us of the destructive power of jealousy and resentment. It also highlights the importance of family dynamics in shaping individual destinies. When Joseph was a young man, he had vivid dreams. In these dreams, he saw himself in positions of power, with his brothers bowing down to him. Joseph, perhaps naively, shared these dreams with his brothers. Their anger and jealousy intensified. They saw his dreams as a threat to their own status and authority. Driven by their resentment, Joseph's brothers conspired to harm him. While tending their father's flocks, they seized Joseph and threw him into a pit. They then decided to sell him into slavery. A caravan of traders passed by, and the brothers sold Joseph for 20 pieces of silver. This act of betrayal marked a turning point in Joseph's life, sending him on a journey filled with hardship and unexpected blessings. A test of faith. Joseph was taken to Egypt, where he was sold to Potiphar, an official in the Pharaoh's court. Despite his misfortune, Joseph remained faithful to God. He worked diligently and honestly, earning the trust of Potiphar. However, Joseph's troubles were far from over. He faced a new challenge, a test of his morality and resilience. Potiphar's wife falsely accused Joseph of impropriety. Outraged by Joseph's refusal to betray his master, she convinced her husband of his guilt. As a result, Joseph was unjustly imprisoned. Even in the depths of despair, Joseph clung to his faith. He believed that God was with him, even in the darkest of times. A prisoner's rise to power. While in prison, Joseph's ability to interpret dreams came to the attention of the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh had been troubled by two vivid dreams that none of his advisors could understand. Joseph was summoned to the court. He listened carefully to the Pharaoh's dreams and provided a startling interpretation. Joseph explained that the dreams foretold 7 years of abundance, followed by 7 years of famine. He advised the Pharaoh to appoint a wise and capable administrator to oversee the storage of grain during the years of plenty. This foresight would ensure that Egypt could survive the lean years to come. The Pharaoh, impressed by Joseph's wisdom and insight, appointed him to this crucial role. forgiveness and reconciliation. Joseph's predictions about the famine proved accurate. When the famine struck, it affected not only Egypt but also the surrounding lands, including Canaan, where Joseph's family lived. Jacob sent his sons to Egypt to buy grain. They arrived at Joseph's palace, unaware of his true identity. Joseph recognized his brothers, but they did not recognize him. After testing his brothers' sincerity and witnessing their remorse for their past actions, Joseph revealed his true identity. The reunion was emotional and filled with tears of joy and forgiveness. Joseph embraced his brothers, assuring them that he harbored no ill will for their past betrayal. He understood that God had used their actions to orchestrate his rise to power and ultimately save many lives, including their own. Shared values, shared humanity. The story of Joseph holds profound significance for Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. It emphasizes the importance of faith, patience, forgiveness, and divine providence. Joseph's unwavering belief in God sustained him through trials and tribulations. His ability to forgive his brothers demonstrated the power of compassion and reconciliation. The story also highlights the shared humanity of all people, regardless of their faith or background. Adversity can be overcome through resilience and trust in a higher power. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, hope can emerge, leading to redemption and reconciliation. A legacy of unity and hope. The story of Joseph continues to inspire and resonate with people of different faiths today. It serves as a bridge between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, highlighting their shared roots and common values. In a world often divided by religious differences, Joseph's story offers a message of unity and hope. By focusing on the shared moral teachings and ethical principles embedded in these traditions, we can foster greater understanding and respect. The story of Joseph reminds us that we are all part of one human family, connected by our shared history and our common humanity. It encourages us to embrace compassion, forgiveness, and hope as we navigate the complexities of our world.